What if you could go from this to this in just a few clicks? In this video, I'll share 10 easy Canva tips to make your ebooks and workbooks 10 times better. Don't miss tip 8, which will make your workbook instantly feel more professional. I'm Anushka and I've designed countless ebooks and workbooks for coaches and course creators and helped even more people DIY beautiful digital products with my templates. Let's get started with tip 1. Before you start making your workbook in Canva, get all your text ready in advance. Use Google Docs or Word to write your lessons, prompts and exercises. Break long text into paragraphs so that it's easy to read and a lot easier to copy and paste later. So let's move into Canva and work on this document. You'll see that it's all different fonts, font sizes, different shades of green and just not looking very good. Let's start with the text. You need to make it easy to read. If you want to use a script or fancy font, save it for the big text like headings and callouts. For the main text, choose fonts that are easy to read. Keep your fonts and font sizes consistent. If your text is too small, it's hard to read. But if it's too big, it can also become hard to read, especially for longer text. If you have text in Canva that you're happy with how it looks, you can select it, click on the Copy Style button, this little paint roller, and then click to apply to other elements. It's also easier to read for people if text is aligned to the left. This is what we're used to and makes it easier for your eye to find the next line. Keep reading the paragraph. Don't use underline for text that's not linking anywhere. People expect underlined text to be links, so they expect to be able to click them. You can make your heading stand out from the body text by changing the color, font size and making them bold. You can use letter spacing for decorative purposes, but again, make sure that your text is easy to read. Don't space it out too far or too narrow. Line spacing can also help make it easier to read, so play around with it to see what works best for your workbook. In general, a line spacing between 1.2 and 1.5 is best. Let's fix the spacing around the edges of the page. This gives your design room to breathe, stops content from running into the edge, and makes your workbook easier to print for those that want to print it. Adding lots of white space also helps your workbook feel calm and clean, so it's not too busy or crowded. You can use guides for this. Go to File, Settings, Show Rulers and Guides. And then again to File, Settings, and Add Guides. Click on Custom, select one column, and add at least a 1 cm margin on each side of the page. You might see centimeters or inches in Canva, depending on where you are or how your Canva account is set up. In most places, Canva shows centimeters. For people in the US and maybe some other places, it might show inches. Just use whatever unit Canva gives you and add about a ½ inch to 1 inch margin if you're using inches, or about 1 to 2 centimeters if you're using centimeters. The important part is to leave enough space around the edges so that your design is easy to print and easy to read. Click Add Guides, then select your text boxes and resize them to fit inside the margins. Instead of using guides, you can also resize it to fit the recommended size that Canva gives you. You can see that by resizing it, it will automatically snap to this size and show you a pink border. Now let's move this down a little bit. To make the spacing consistent, select the text, click on Position, and under Space Evenly, click Tidy Up. Then group together each heading with its text. Move this up a little bit, select all groups, click Position again, and Tidy Up again. This way, the spacing between each heading and its text is the same, and the spacing between the different sections is a little bit larger. If you have something on the footer of your page, make sure that it's at the very bottom. Now that that's fixed, let's work on the colors. Use just a few colors that fit your brand and make sure that your text stands out against background colors. Don't use colors that are hard to read, like yellow or other light colors on a white background. And the same goes for dark text on a dark background. Make sure that there's enough contrast between the background and the text to keep it easy to read. Don't go wild with lots of colors, backgrounds or patterns. The most important thing is that it's easy to read. Choose just a few colors and fonts that you will use over and over again. Big blocks of text are hard to read and make people want to skip. Break it up into paragraphs and move text to the next page if necessary. You can use bullet points or checklists to make important points stand out. You can also add color boxes or borders for important tips, reminders, or to highlight key steps. Color boxes like these help your main idea stand out without looking cluttered. For worksheets, the same tips apply with regards to fonts, colors, and spacing. Tell your readers exactly what you want them to write, reflect on, or track in each section. If you want them to write a paragraph or longer answer, use one big box instead of lines. This way, it's easier for people to type in if you make the workbook interactive. These design basics can take your workbook from basic to beautiful, but if you'd rather skip the DIY struggle and get a polished design right away, check out my Canva templates at the link in the description below. They'll save you hours creating your own workbooks and ebooks. Next up, let's add a clickable link. Simply highlight the text you want to link, click the link icon and paste your link. When you export your design as PDF, make sure to select PDF standard so that your links keep working. When you have something that looks like a button, make sure that the text is inside the actual shape, or if the text and the shape are two separate elements, make sure to link both the text and the shape of the button so that the whole button is clickable. You can add the link to your footer in the same way if you want to. Canva does not have an automatic way to apply the footer to all pages, but you can edit it on one page, copy the footer elements, remove the unlinked footer from the other page and paste your linked footer. It will be in the exact same place. You can also make your table of contents clickable, so anyone using your PDF can jump right to the section they need. Select the text in your table of contents, click to add a link, then scroll down to select the page you want to link to. Do the same for your numbers, so that people can click either the text or the page number to get to the section they need. This is a great way to make your longer ebooks and workbooks easier to use. You can also link to a different page anywhere in your ebook if you want people to be able to jump to another section for more information. And if you're adding a table of contents, you might also want to add page numbers to your pages. Instead of typing every page number yourself, go to Text and under Dynamic Text, select Page Numbers. You can change how you want to show them and on which pages you want to show page numbers. For example, you might want to hide the page number on the cover page. Click Done, change the font and font size to how you want it to look, position the page number where you want it, and click Apply Properties to all pages. This way the page number is in the same place and looks the same across all pages. Now if you add a page, remove a page, or rearrange pages, Canva automatically updates the page numbers for you. For the final tip, just something that's fun and adds a bit of flair to your design. You can use Canva's Curved Text tool to make text that stands out. Select your text, click on Effects, and choose Curve. You can change how much the text curves to create a fun heading or a special highlight. Then you can rotate the text to put it where you want it. For wavy text, highlight your text, select Curve, and change how much curve you want. Then duplicate your text, go to Effects again, and select the exact opposite. Position your text to make it look like it's one wave. Now that you know how to make your ebooks and workbooks look more professional, watch this next video to learn how to turn your workbook into a fillable PDF so your subscribers or customers can actually type in it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. And if you've made it this far and are not yet subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it to be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.